Hi, I'm Bo from My Organic Life, and today I've got a really special guest on, one of my very good friends, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
I want to talk today because I'm calling this my juice support hack, because we're kind of quite almost to our 10 days of our juicing cleanse, and we've kept in contact throughout that time through text messaging and everything else. And we started this juicing cleanse kind of because of you, really.
Yeah, it was my idea.
Yeah, because we were out to dinner.
Yeah.
And then you had mentioned that you watched the Joe Cross documentary, Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead.
Yeah.
And I think you'd mentioned before to me actually that you wanted to do a bit of a juicing cleanse. And then when you mentioned it there, I totally jumped on that and was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you kind of jumped on my idea, really, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a bit maybe. But for me, I found it really helpful to have like the support there of people I can talk to, you know, if I'm going through things and everything else. Have you found the same?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has definitely been good. To be able to text each other and stuff like that, let each other know what you're going through. It's kind of comforting at times where it feels a bit tough. You know that somebody else is going through it. But the main thing for me has kind of been the accountability. You know, you feel like a team and you don't want to be the person that drops out. You know, I want to win at the end of the day.
So do I.
I don't know what I'm winning, but still.
Health.
Yes.
I also know that, like, since before juicing, you were doing a lot of green juices, like in the morning, or smoothies, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that helped you in your transition to doing a juicing cleanse and just having liquids?
Yeah, on reflection, it definitely did. Like, I didn't start doing the smoothies with that intention of doing a juice fast. I just kind of did them because I was bored of my porridge. Basically, I used to every morning have a porridge, so I started doing a smoothie instead. And I figured out with the smoothie you can make it the night before, right?
Yeah.
And keep it in the fridge. So that meant that I could spend like an extra 10 minutes in bed. So that's why I started doing the smoothies. And then because they're quite thick, that took me until about 12 o'clock before I'd finished the smoothie anyway. So I was kind of used to just having fruit and veg for half the day. And then I'd have my lunch and everything as normal. So on reflection, it wasn't my intention to do the juice fast, but on reflection, that definitely built me up to it, got me used to the flavour, got me used to that, everything like that, so yeah.
And also used to the idea of maybe not eating, because I think that was the hardest thing for me when I did my first juice fast.
Yeah, definitely, because you're just drinking, so yeah, that did help.
Yeah. You're also kind of one of the most active people I know. You know, you go to the gym all the time, you're a boxer as well. And I know when you kind of did your fast, you were like, you're going to have time off and, you know, you're just going to see how you go. But I do know you've been doing workouts and everything else. How has the juicing affected your energy maybe? And I know you had a big workout on the Saturday for boxing. Did that kind of have an impact? Like, were you low on energy? How did you feel?
Yeah, well, I kind of set off thinking, you know, into this whole thing. I kept my 10 days free. I was like, right, I'm going to do as little or as much as I want, basically. So I put no pressure on myself to do any exercise. But I actually found that it had the opposite effect. I felt like I had more energy, and I've had a very active, well, this is day 9. So far I've been very active the whole time. Day 1, 2 hours of boxing. Day 3, I was doing like an MMA workout. I think day 6, I was doing deadlifts and squats in the gym, and I actually found that I had more energy with that than normal, and I lifted quite heavy considering I'm not lifting regularly at the moment. So I was quite taken aback.
Yeah.
I was just, I've had a very active time, and then 2 hours of boxing yesterday as well.
Literally
that was
on juice.
Yeah, just on juice. full sparring as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And in terms of like negatives or like what you felt from this, I know there's a lot of positives and we'll talk about them, but have any kind of negative emotions and things come up for you?
Well, it's not easy, especially it isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. The first couple of days are tough, psychologically and everything. You've really got to fight the urge to eat, that hunger. And day 3, I was quite emotional and got upset about a few things. I went through a little bit of anger, which I text you about. I was like, I just feel angry. So which is a little bit random.
Yeah.
But then I felt like after day 3, I kind of got over that hump and I was just in the flow of it. And overall, I feel great.
Yeah. And what do you think you've gained from the experience of juicing? Like, is it something you're going to include now? Is it something you've enjoyed? And has it changed your perspective on food?
It has, yeah. It's definitely changed my perspective on food. Like, I mean, I think I generally am reasonably healthy anyway, so I exercise and stuff like that. But it has given me an appreciation of what the difference is between needing food and just wanting to eat, because there is a difference. Like, I've felt hunger through the week, but I've been drinking juices and that's got rid of it. So it's just given me a new perspective on food. And I think it'll be something I'll incorporate into my diet regularly. So if I'm ever feeling lethargic, tired, run down, like life's getting on top of me, I'll be like, okay, let me do like a 5-day juice cleanse, 10-day juice cleanse, 20-day juice cleanse, just see, because it's really sharpened me up.
Yeah.
Surprisingly so. Like, I'm quite a skeptical person, but it's, you know that.
I know that. That's why this has been interesting for me to see the outcome from you. And like, I know that, you were just going to do the 10 days because you've got an event to go to on the weekend. But do you feel like you could do more? Like, if you wanted to, if you didn't have that on? Now,
like I said, this is day 9, so tomorrow's my last day. But I've got my mum's birthday next week, so I want to enjoy food with my family. But if I didn't have that, I kind of feel it would be quite easy to continue because I'm in the rhythm of it now. I'm used to just having juices. And I'm actually thinking more about how am I going to come off the juice.
Addicted to juice.
It would be easier to continue it. But
yeah.
So I think if I was to do it again, I'd possibly try a longer stretch.
Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you. That's been so informative. And I hope that inspires some of you to maybe give a juice cleanse a go. And if you want to check out any of the links or anything we've talked about, check out my blog below. And I'll also be posting a special recipe, which is Matt's magic juice. One of his juices that he found helped him kind of just break up the green juices a bit. And I've been Bo, and this has been My Organic Life. Thank you.